Hi guys, I'm back again today with another reaction video, and today we're reacting to the other side of the truth, and we are watching 10 reasons why you must visit Somalia. So I'm really excited to check this out because yeah, I want to know what are the reasons. Like, why should I go to Somalia? Please, I really want to know. But anyways, before we do start, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button to get notified whenever I do upload a video. Anyways, guys, let's check this out.
Here are 10 reasons why you should visit Somalia. On my 3 trips to Somalia and Somaliland, I realized that the Somali people are some of the most unfairly treated people when it comes to media bias in the entire world. The media
very true. It gives us a wrong connotation.
Continues to show bad things about the Somali people and Somalia and Somaliland. So that is why I decided to make this video, because I couldn't find anything like this, and I want to show good things and things that you can learn when you visit Somalia. So here are 10 reasons why you should visit Somalia.
Okay. Oh. Like, looking at it already, I really like it. Okay, let's... Okay, there we go.
Advanced technology. Now, I know you probably don't think this
Ooh.
going to Somalia, but they really do have advanced technology. See, when I went to Japan, I was actually really surprised. A country that I thought would have advanced technology made me pay in cash for everything. They hardly ever took credit cards or banking any other way than through cash. Whereas in Somalia, my friends wouldn't even bring cash with them. All they had to do is bring their phone, and not even a fancy phone, just a Nokia cell phone, a cheap cell phone, because through texting, they were able to make all their bills and payments. This isn't just for fancy buildings. This is for people selling on the street. So,
no way. What? And it's not even a smartphone. It's just like text. How do you send? Interesting. I'm so intrigued.
Has mastered banking, and this was on my first trip over 5 years ago.
Wow.
They mastered it before any other country. Go Somalia.
Is any other country even doing this? I doubt it. Oh, look at that landscape.
Number 9, learn what's important in life.
Okay.
Being born and raised in the Western culture, I was taught that the more money I made, the more happy I would be. It was all about making money to impress others. But in Somalia, this doesn't matter. What matters is if you're a good person. Are you kind to other people? Are you friendly? How are you with your family? And most importantly in Somalia is humor, because Somalians love to laugh and make jokes. And so we all, Westerners, could learn from Somalia about what truly matters.
I know that song from
HIV
somewhere.
is due to culture and not race. See, a lot of Africa has extremely high HIV rates. It's really, really horrible. And as you start looking around the world, you also realize many other countries with a large percentage of blacks have high HIV rate, like Bahamas and Haiti. And so you might start thinking that blacks equal HIV, but thank you, Somalia, because Somalia has one of the lowest rates in the entire world for HIV.
Wow.
And if you don't know, Somalis are black. And so it shows you that it depends on the culture and it has nothing to do with race. And it helps confirm to everybody that HIV is all about the upbringing and culture you have. And if more people would behave like Somalis, HIV would not be a problem at all in this world.
Yeah, that's good. Can we not do these songs? But I feel like it's not a copyright song. I feel like.
Number 7, support Somalis. See, most businesses in Somalia are small family-run businesses, very different than the Western world where we have big corporations. In Somalia, it's usually mom and dad shops, a few workers. And so, as a tourist, when you go to Somalia, you have to eat somewhere. You have to spend the night in a hotel.
That
You have
looks
to pay
good,
for a
though.
tour guide. Sometimes you have to pay for bodyguards. You have to pay for a lot of different things. You're going to buy things at shops, souvenirs, different items.
Oh,
And
wow.
all of that money is going to these small businesses. You are supporting small businesses in Somalia.
That's
and
good.
one of the best ways to help a country get out of poverty and be successful is to help their economy. And so you're directly helping their economy. You're directly helping these individuals that are
I love
small
how
business
blue
owners.
the
And even my own friend has started a tourism company in
roofs
Somalia,
are.
and he needs Westerners to come visit. And so the more tourists Somalia gets, the better off the entire country will be because you're helping invest in the economy. Number 6, learn that Muslims are of all backgrounds. See, growing up in a Western country, in America, when I thought of Muslims and when it was showed on the news, it was always people from Iran or Syria.
The people who criticize for race, culture, and religion, I hate those type of people.
Middle Eastern
Always.
looking white people, and that was my image of Muslims. But when I went to Somalia, I saw an entire country of Africans that were Muslim. And so even though in the back of my mind, and I'm sure in the back of many Westerners' minds, we know that Muslims can be any background. When we see it in reality, it makes us really realize that it's true. And you easily see that Muslims can be Asian, they can be black,
it's
they can be white,
everywhere.
they can be any background, and it's all inclusive of all religions. That anybody can be Muslim.
Ooh, those kids.
Number 5, learn the great diversity of Africa. Again, growing up in America, I learned about the different cultures.
I think this should be for Westerners because I feel like I know some of these things because of my African background.
Europe, France, Germany, Norway, Switzerland, Italy, Greece, and learned that not only do they have different cultures, the people have a different appearance, and we learned all about that. But when we learned about Africa, we learned Africa as one.
It's true though, like even here in Asia, they learn Africa as a whole. You learn about the US, Europe, a little bit of Asia. Even if you're in Asia, just a little bit of Asia. We learn more of America than anything else. So when it comes to Africa, everybody's like so clueless. And if you tell them you're from Africa, like for me, sometimes I don't want to explain like I'm Ghanaian Filipino. I have to say Africa because if I say I'm from Ghana, they will be like, is that the capital of Africa? Because they think Africa is like a country instead of a continent. So it's really complicated because nobody cares for teaching the world about Africa, which is a shame, a very big shame.
Country. It was Africa. And we didn't learn about the individual countries. And
Exactly.
sometimes some of the countries, especially in Western Africa, can feel very similar. But when you go to Somalia, you see a country that is different.
Ooh, look at the guy
than
like
any other
somersaulting.
country in Africa. You see a culture that is different than any other culture in Africa. And you see a group of people that don't have the same looks as they do in Sudan or the Congo or Senegal. They have a very unique look and appearance.
Actually true.
So by going to Somalia, it helps you realize that Africa is very diverse and has many different cultures and backgrounds. And not all of Africa is the same.
I love the beach though. Look at that. Everybody's having fun. What is that?
Number
Looks
4.
good.
Eat amazing
This I wanna
Somali
know.
food.
This
So
I
first
wanna
of
try
all,
for sure.
It's more than eating the Somali food.
I love food.
It's the entire experience. See, when you hang out with a bunch of Somalis, you'll soon realize that they like to share food, and they'll just cook a big meal and share it. So that's the first thing you'll realize. The second thing you'll realize is they like to use their hands when they eat food. Which again,
Let's do
being
the
a
hands,
Westerner
I don't
might
care.
seem a little strange, but it makes it a very social experience, an experience where you really get to interact with your friends or family, and so it's a fun experience. It's not just about eating, it's a fun environment. And so those are the first two things before we even talk about the food. And the food is so
I'm
good.
gonna
They have
try.
anjuro, which I hope I said right, which is a flatbread, which kind of you use sometimes almost as
It's a
silverware
pancake.
to help scoop up the other food. They have sambusa,
Oh,
camel, rice.
I love sambusa. Oh my god, now I'm craving. I'm just sitting here contemplating about food right now. Like maybe I should go order.
Um, it's like I don't know how to explain it. And I don't know the names of everything I tried because my friends were just giving it to me. There was so much. But it's like Somali food is like if you combine like East African with Yemenis or Arabic food combined with Indian food,
Indian,
maybe.
yeah.
If you combine the three of them, but that's not even a really good way to explain it. Just go
Uh,
to Somalia and have some food.
it's
and
good that we
that's
have
the best way to show you what Somali
restaurants
food is like.
restaurants that serve those food, but I'm not sure how authentic it gets because obviously lost in translation.
And number 3, discover beautiful Somalia.
Of course.
Somalia is gorgeous. It
Never
has the
been,
longest
but I
ocean
believe.
shore of any country in Africa.
Oh.
It has tons of beautiful rolling deserts. But it has more than that. It has valleys. It has
Oh,
mountains. It has
wow.
rivers. The landscape is just incredible.
getting
And you have to
goosebumps.
go there to see it.
I'm just dancing in these videos.
Number
Okay,
2,
never mind.
learn that Somalia is not dangerous.
I like to hear
If
that.
you ask anyone, basically in the world, what are the top 5 most dangerous countries in the world, Somalia is going to make that list. They're not basing their information on facts. They're basing their information on what the media is showing
Oh
them.
yeah, true.
If you actually look at statistics and data, the United States is more dangerous.
Thank you for saying that. Because of America. America is the beautiful child, right? So obviously you don't connotate that as a dangerous place. But if you kind of like look deeper than the surface level, you hear more murder, shootings, and like all those crazy things happening in America. But have you ever heard of like Somalia going through all these things? You don't really see it. The only time you see something is when in a movie they show those bad side, which is a movie, so it's not even reality. So it's yeah, I don't know what I'm
Then
saying.
Somalia. And thousands
Damn,
and thousands
90
of
and Somalia's
tourists
101.
go to the U.S. Virgin.
Wait, let's go back.
Then Somalia.
We have Bolivia, we have Zambia, we have Kenya, we have. I'm looking at the countries. Most of people murdered, killed per thousand. I want to see
And
the top
thousands
side.
and thousands of tourists go to the U.S. Virgin Islands every.
Oh, so this is it. Homicide victims. So the number one is El Salvador. Damn. And then U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay.
single year. And yet,
It's more in
US
South
Virgin
America,
Islands
actually.
is 10 times more dangerous
Damn.
than Somalia. So why is Somalia wrongly accused? Well, number one, because that's what the media portrays. Anytime something bad happens in Somalia, it gets blasted in all the media. Whereas if something bad happens in the USA or Latin America or the Caribbean, it doesn't even barely make the news.
True.
They're just unfairly treated.
Very
Number
true.
2, racism. Just, that's the world we live in. Over 18 independent Caribbean
It's true. They're like, oh, you're from Africa, so is it poor? Actually, it's the richest continent in the world. It's just misrepresented. And also, the government and also the bigger countries steal from obviously Africa. So that's why it's considered poor. But all the freaking gold, diamonds, all those things that you guys buy and wear is from where? Africa. Some of the oils also from there. Some. Not all, because we know.
countries
So-
are more dangerous than Somalia.
Damn,
Yet
that's a lot.
Thousands upon thousands of tourists every single year go to Caribbean islands on vacation, and yet they're afraid to visit Somalia.
I definitely have to go to Africa, like to just visit some of the countries that I can go to.
And number one, most important reason to visit Somalia is to see the truth of Somalia. One of the things that bothers me is foreign journalists. I don't mean this to be racist. White foreign journalists that go to Somalia and specifically look for something bad about the country. I know somebody personally that went there and had not a bad experience at all, and then wrote about how it was so dangerous that he was going there and he wouldn't recommend it for anybody else. Yet nothing bad happened to him, and nothing has happened to any tourist I have heard of that has gone there. And so it's very frustrating because these journalists are trying to get other Westerners to read the story, and they go writing a story about my trip was okay, nobody's going to read it. But if they write a story about all this horrible things that happened and how they survived and make up this unbelievable story, it gets shared and they make a lot of money.
It's a bad representation of Somalia, but it also lets tourists stay away from the country. I mean, like, yes, tourism helps your economy, but tourists also destroy a country by littering, exploiting resources and stuff like that. So there's an advantage and disadvantage. It will be nice to like just leave Somalia as is, or even countries as is, like as pure, and it's just very cultural, and I don't know. I just feel like if there's too much tourists in a place, it just ruins the country or the place, for me, at least.
Money. And so these journalists don't care about the Somali people. They care about themselves and their own business interest, and they're hurting Somalia in the process, and they're lying. If you don't believe me, just look up Mogadishu. And first, look it up in English.
That's
and when you look it up, you see terrorist attacks, you see broken buildings, you see really horrible things, because that's how the Western world views it, because that's how white journalists go and report about Somalia. And if you look up Mogadishu in the local Somali language, you're going to get beautiful scenery and just normal buildings, normal life like you would in any other country, because that's how the Somali people see their country. They're not fooled by fake news because they live there every day. The only people faked out by what Somalia is people that have never been there. And so are you going to listen to journalists that come for 2 days? Or are you going to listen to people living there every day? So it's about time that we start seeing Somalia as how it really is, which is an amazing, beautiful country. And there's only one way to really know this.
To go there.
Go visit Somalia.
That is on our bucket list now. I love this channel because he just gives us like the other side of the truth, right? Like that's the thing about his channel, is he shows us a different perspective than we usually see in media. So I love him. I love I forgot his name again. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be like Rookie. Like, how many times do you react to my video and you always forget my name? I'm so sorry. But yeah, I love the channel. He gave us a very good insight to Somalia. Obviously, there was a piece of me, like, I should feel ashamed for even thinking that it was a scary place to go. I should feel ashamed for that. But I love the fact that this changed my perspective, and I truly believe what he said. And if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, leave in the comment section down below what other videos like to react to. The original link of this video will be in the description box down below, so is my social media link. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.